Hey everybody, it's Carrie Adam here, the founder of Running Moms, this badass community for women who want to learn to run strong while they're raising babies. And I am so excited. I just created this brand new ebook on macronutrition for runners, where I teach you guys how to eat to boost your performance, to shed fat without counting calories, without dieting, without obsessing over every bite. And I'm not a nutritionist. Like, I want to be clear, I am not a nutritionist. This is not a book to help diagnose, manage, treat specific dietary issues. It's about creating a lifestyle around food that you can live with and you can nourish your body with, because I know how runners are. Like, I know how we are. We push our bodies into the ground over and over and over. And I know that in addition to being runners in this community, we are also moms. And like, what comes along with that? We're super busy. We're always feeding everybody else. We're grazing off our kids' plates. We're not feeding ourselves properly. We're skipping meals, and then we're still pushing our workouts, and we want our pre-baby bodies back, but they don't feel the same. They're not functioning the same. And a big missing piece for a lot of runners is nutrition. It's overwhelming, it's confusing. Social media is pushing all kinds of diets on us, like paleo and Whole30 and carb cycling and keto, and like, what do you do and what's gonna work best for you? And this is not about dieting. This is not about any of that, because that stuff stresses me out. And I know that there's a high percentage of eating disorders amongst the running community. And I created this book because I've struggled with my nutrition. Like, I love pushing my body. I love doing sprint work. I love doing hill work. I love the feeling of running long. And when I used to do those things, I wasn't fueling myself properly. And I would spend, before kids, I would spend the afternoon sleeping all day because I wasn't fueled back up again. And then I didn't have any energy. I would crash, you know, and I never got faster. I never got lean. I never got strong. I always felt lethargic and heavy. And then I had kids, and it kind of got worse. Like, I kept pushing and pushing my body, still not adjusting my nutrition, skipping meals, grazing off plates, drinking tons of coffee and Diet Pepsi to get me through the afternoons, and not eating enough, and not eating enough of the right stuff. And I remember being at work, and it's, 10 in the morning, and I'm raiding the junk food pantry when no one's looking. In the afternoons, I'm literally head down, exhausted, can't keep my eyes open because I would work out at lunch, would not have time to eat, but that didn't matter because I need to get my workout done, have a coffee, and sit at my desk, and like in an hour be exhausted, And then with the kids, I just like realized, like, I couldn't go on this way. I wasn't getting lean, I wasn't getting fast, I wasn't hitting any of my goals. I was feeling awful, like my most unhealthy physically and emotionally. And so I started to change my nutrition habits. I'm like, I've got to do something. And I started making some serious lifestyle changes in my nutrition. And that is what this book is about for you guys. It's teaching you those basic habits. And what I started to do was learn about macronutrition. Macronutrition is proteins, carbohydrates, and fat. And truly understanding what those nutrients do for my body, how they fuel me up, how they help me shed fat, burn calories, boost metabolism so that I can run stronger. I can push myself harder, I can get lean, I can do better workouts when I'm eating enough food. And I don't know about you guys, but I came from those days where it was about no fat, low fat, and you're trying to save calories, right? But I am now like a fat burning machine, and I eat way more than I've ever eaten before. I don't have sugar cravings. I don't binge in the afternoons or when everyone goes to bed. I still eat chocolate. I eat wine, and I have like so much energy, and I'm always hungry. So I'm going to warn you that that's probably one of the cons of eating a lifestyle based on very balanced macronutrition, 3 meals a day, lots of snacks, is that your body is like churning through food, right? It's hungry. It's not craving sugar. It's craving more like meat, potatoes, and vegetables and fats, right? Because your body is functioning at an optimal level, the way it's supposed to. Your body is pushing hard and it's using that fuel. And that's what this book is all about. It also comes with a 14-day meal plan, which is not meant for you to follow to the rule. You have to account for your own dietary restrictions and limitations. I'm not a nutritionist. It is a guide. It is there to show you what it looks like, what a meal looks like, how much fat, carbohydrates, and proteins are in there. The book's going to go into what is the right combination, what is the right percentage for fat loss and performance, and what should you be eating without tracking and counting, because that leads to obsessive food eating and disordered eating, and there's already enough of that in the world, so that is not what this is about. But I'm going to teach you how to do it without that, okay? How to tune into your body, how to learn what it's telling you, and what kind of things you can be eating, what is a fat, what is a good protein, what is a good carbohydrate, because runners, we're often like focused on carbohydrates and how much and how little and what kind, and we're totally forgetting that we even need proteins and fats, and we need all of that. We need at different times in our training cycles, and our bodies are going to tell us what we need, and I'm going to teach you guys how to tune in. So I'm super excited, you guys. I've like never written a book before. I'm a physiotherapist. Like I talk exercise all the time. I talk HIIT workouts. I talk endurance progressions. I talk all of that form, alignment, that good stuff, but that's only going to take you so far in your running. You're going to hit a plateau. You're not going to lose the weight you want, and I see this all the time. You're not going to get faster. You're not going to get leaner, and people look at me and say like, why are you so lean? You must work out all the time. And I don't. I work out 3, 4, maybe if I'm lucky, 5 days a week, less than 30 minutes, hit strategic workouts, but it's because the rest of my days, the rest of my time is spent around eating good food based on my macros, and that's what makes the difference. That's going to kick you up a notch. If you have fat loss goals, if you have body goals that you want, if you have performance goals, right? Like if you want to push, you got to be fueling yourself back up. So super pumped about this. I'm going to put the link below. You guys are going to get first exclusive access to this book. I'm only going to release it for the week. I'm going to be talking to you guys about this all week because I want all of you eating better. What happens to our kids when they skip meals, and to our kids if they don't eat proper meals? The other thing about this is when I feed my kids based on this as well, my kids' behavior is better because they would eat sugar and carbs all day long if I let them, and then they just burn through sugar. They always want sugar. They're always fiery and crashing, and behavior is all up and down, right? But when we can balance that, we can learn what that means. We can also do that for our kids, and then our kids are happier and more balanced. So that is super exciting to me. I am so excited about this, you guys. It's crazy. So what else? Oh yeah, and if you sign up early enough this week, I've got a bonus interview with my friend Laura Amber Wood, who is an amazing macro expert and a holistic weight loss coach, who is holistic weight loss coach, and she's amazing. She teaches the same stuff. So I did a really great interview with her where we talked about all of this just openly. We talked about runners and how we can apply this stuff to our running so that we are stronger, faster, fitter, leaner, better, healthier, happier runners, because that is what this is all about. So I'm going to post that below, the link, and you guys can grab it. And I would love your feedback when you read through it. And it is long. You do have to read it, and it's going to take time, but that's okay because it will be so worth it. Have an awesome day.